Tanks on tanks on tanks. Here's a big list showing a whole bunch of armored vehicles from the United States from the beginning of armored vehicles all the way to 2015. I don't think this is a comprehensive list, but it does show quite a lot of them. We can see ones that are from the World War I era time period, like the M1917. Especially in World War I, almost all of these were made by the French because we couldn't get our factories up and running and finished by the time the war ended. Then we have interwar years like the M2 and the M3, many of which saw combat. But then we start getting into more World War II era vehicles. A lot of these, like the Duck, are going to be familiar with you. Or the M4 Sherman. I do love me a good M4. Some of these were test vehicles or didn't receive really any combat, while other ones, like the Humvee, which wasn't meant for combat, but more of transportation, saw an awful lot of combat. And obviously we have M1 Abrams, which has been around for a very long time. However, it's continued to receive upgrades. And so the modern Abrams are hardly anything like the old ones. Our modern day Abrams have very little in common with the 1980s counterparts outside the chassis themselves. But the weapons technology and everything else has been widely and massively upgraded over that time period. Obviously, we're seeing a lot of changes to the modern battlefield, especially in Ukraine, and so it does beg the question, what armor is going to be looking like in the future? However, we just don't know because it's the future.